Well, we're fishing. Welcome in. Appreciate you being here. It's a beautiful evening in our part of the world. Had nothing better to do, so I thought I'd come down and do some fishing with you guys. Give us a thumbs up if you would there. Feel free to shout us out. Tell the world about the PAC is fishing. I had a bite a minute ago, but I lost it. I wasn't paying attention. Number one rule in fishing, pay attention. Well, first go fishing, and then pay attention a second. We appreciate everybody that supports our channel more than you know. We're just using a night crawler tonight. I almost knocked my good knife off. I better put that over there. So we're going to perch fish a little bit. Hey guys, thank you for being here. Give us a thumbs up if you, as you come in, and shout us out if you would. So we're just going to do some worm perch fishing tonight, and I have a little catfish rod. We're at a really small lake. There's not a lot of gigantic ones in here. So I am my goal is to try to catch a little bitty perch. And I'm gonna put it on a catfish rod, and I'm gonna throw it actually in the deepest part, which is just kind of over there, which I know you guys can't see. But that's kind of my goal. My string on my hat. Getting a bite, getting a bite. See, I'm messing around with my damn hat. Don't even look cool in this hat, but here I am wearing it. And the stupid thing driving me crazy. That string's driving me crazy. Thank you for being here, by the way. I haven't, make sure you give us a thumbs up. Shout us out, come on. I need to buy my wife a beach house. So I need all the love we can get. Well, he may have cleaned me out. That one was sneaky. Or he was just a little bitty and he just thought he was something. And I'll talk to you guys a little bit about what I'm doing and using as we go along, but I guess checking in on the Philippines today. Oh shit. Oh, crap. And look, and if you're easily offended, I may wind up cussing a lot, or not horribly bad, but I do have a tendency to, you know. There's a lot going on with the Philippines, if you guys don't know. You know, China's still flexing their muscle, still having typhoons and things. Here in America, I don't know if you guys are in America, drop us a comment and let us know where you guys are from. I was seeing some news today that looks like we're going to have more typhoons coming to the eastern side of the United States, maybe. Another storm tracking through. But, you know, when we were living in the Philippines, you know, and if you guys got any questions about the Philippines, immigration, travel, pets, because we took our dogs there and back, just feel free to shout them out, and I'll be happy to answer them based on my real world experience. Or if you want to talk about fishing, just ask me some fishing questions, and I'll go over that. Here's what I'm using. This is a great little underspin ultralight rod or micro spin. These are fantastic. I got these, God, I want to say 15 bucks each. Now my rod's not a cheap rod, but I burn through these a lot. I wear these out. So I don't spend big money, and plus they're hard to find. But this is the Lew's Crappie Thunder. And I buy them and use them. My wife loves them. It's easy for the kids to use, easy for the wife to use. So as far as I'm concerned, man, they are good to go. Ooh. I need to catch that little perch so I can get it out there. I'm starting to see some activity. I need to catch a little perch. Let's see if I'm deep enough. The spot that I actually want on this little lake is already taken by a couple of kids. So, good for them for coming out and fishing. But they got the best spot, which is smart. They got the best spot. It has some trees laying down in the water that's covered up nicely. And I'm just sitting here on a bridge, a fishing dock pier type thing that goes across the middle of this, basically a really big pond. It's a city lake, but I would call this just a really, really big pond. We've caught a lot of perch here, a few other bass, catfish, things of that nature here. So, all right, we're gonna let that sit. Oh, I forgot my Gatorade, crap. Somebody want to run back to the car and get my Gatorade for me? That'd be really nice of one of you guys. Fart knockers. I got to get another thing untangled, and ow, shit, I just stabbed myself with the hook. But every time I do, I might try to work on this. My bobber starts going bobbing. And just give me a minute. See if I can get this untangled and this other one that I brought got tangled up on the transportation here. But I thought it was going to be a little cooler tonight than it is. It's actually starting to, it's probably in the upper 80s. It was only supposed to be in the low 80s today, but it's up there. You know what I think I'm going to do, my friends, is pull some line and cut this all off and redo it. I bought all new gadgets for my vest. I don't know where they went. Or maybe I think they're in my wife's office. I think she hid them from me. She's probably going to give them to me as my birthday present. Thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate that. Whoever you are, appreciate the thumbs up. Appreciate the shout out, letting other people know that we're alive and kicking. So yeah, I buy fishing stuff, of course, 'cause I like to fish. And sometimes it disappears, right? Which is okay, because it's just kind of like a little joke in our family. Sometimes it disappears. And then I get it for a present later on. Like, I swore I bought that already. There's a lot of people that walk around the trail system here. So you might see some of that. Let me see if I can get this swivel tied back on. From a fishing standpoint, tying knots is one of the things I do the worst. I gotta admit, man, I try to study knot tying, but it is one of the worst things that I do. I suck at it. I suck at tying knots. So we appreciate you being here. Give us a chat there, letting us know if you're in the U.S. or the Philippines or somewhere else, what you up to. We're always happy to cut the line. Now look, you're fishing and you're tying things on, you always got to make sure that you cut the tackle line here. I can't tell you how many times over my many thousands of casts that I've screwed that one up. And then you gotta start all over with your retying. So I'm using Lew's reels, I think. No, one of these must be my wife's rod. The handle's turned the opposite way. Oh, shitting, farting. See, you guys got me distracted. Man, it's gotten a little warm out here. All right, let's give it a big old cast way over there by that tree. It's one thing I like about these little ultra spins, micro spins, you might call them. This Lew's brand, which is basically just a crappie reel. But Lew's makes excellent reels. I used to buy the Shakespeare's. Really love those, but they don't make them anymore. So I switched to this, and I'm very happy. They cast so magnificently. It's unbelievable. Woo-wee, it's hot out here. I gotta figure out, maybe I can tuck this up in my head. What do you guys think? With that stupid string's driving me crazy. And I got some water to wash my hands with. That's always important when you're fishing. Now, as I said a little bit ago, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook a perch to this. So I want to catch a perch, a little bitty one. I mean, literally is what I'm really after. And this one's more of a heavy-duty rod and reel. Thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate it. Henry's in the house. Henry, man. I appreciate... Oh, shit. I was telling everybody they're going to have to watch my cussing because, I get excited and say bad words when I'm fishing. But, Henry, man, I appreciate you being here. I lost my knife, Henry. Been getting a lot of bites, but nothing on the hook yet. But thank you for the thumbs up. So, Henry has gotten a little hotter than I thought it was going to today. It's probably 90, 91, and I thought it was only going to be like in the low 80s, like 84, 83. So I'm out here sweating a little just for your entertainment, for you guys' entertainment. But I appreciate all of you being here. I appreciate, oh, shooting, farting, snarking. Oh, shit. Everybody shut up. Heard? Shit. Be quiet. Be quiet. That little fucker. Come on, you little... see, I cussed, didn't I? Come on. Come on. I know you're little. Take the damn thing or I'm going to kill you. Well, I'll kill you when I catch you. Come on. Shh, gotta be quiet. Oh, you farting, fart-smelling fish. All right. Man, you probably nibbled my worm all to death, that little bastard. It's in the 80s. Yeah, it was only supposed to be in the low 80s here. And I was excited about that, Henry. I was really, ooh, shit, what's going on? So this isn't a very big lake. I'm gonna toss a big night crawler out on the bottom, right here, guys. On one of my old catfish. This thing's really, I need to take it apart and clean it. I'm using for catfishing or carp, we're using a Shakespeare rod, a graphite rod. And this is can't even speak today. Ava Garcia reel, open face. You know, I better move that other. I always bring a backup rod and reel, just in case. So, but I got a feeling my worm is gone. Got a feeling that little sucker. Oh, look. Henry, if I was where you were, I would use shrimp as a bait. Yeah, look at that. That little bastard robbed me. Robbed me, man. Stole from me. That's one thing I told Lorelei. I said, you know, we've talked about this many times, about us moving to your part of the world. And we really hope to get that done. But I told Lorelei, I said, hang on, before I cut my finger. My knife is nice and dull. I think Lorelei dulls my knife so it doesn't hurt myself. My wife doesn't like me playing with sharp knives. So, Henry, that's one thing I told Lorelei. I said, you know, what's really good about living down on the Gulf Coast or Florida, wherever, where you go saltwater fishing a lot, we can go to the Asian store and get the shrimp and the squid a lot cheaper than at bait stores. And the different, like mullet and some other fish, we can get all that a lot cheaper at the Asian stores. But we can buy it, chop it up, prepare it, and freeze it, and leave it like in a freezer out in the garage. And then we always get, ooh, that worm tried to escape. Ooh, doggies, don't you do that, I'll kill you. So, we always have bait without having to go to the bait store or Walmart or down in the Gulf Coast area. Are we ready? Yeah. See, those little kids are in my spot. They don't know it's my spot. And while they're in it, I guess technically it's their spot. Yeah, that's one thing we've Googled in our, you know, I was talking to, ooh, look at that pretty dragonfly. It's a turtle out there. I was talking to somebody about relocating, right, moving. And I told him, I said, for us, which may not be for everybody, but, being married to a Filipina or an Asian woman, my primary concern is one of them, top concerns. Are there Asian stores where we're going to live? Do they have good seafood, fresh fish, and so forth? Stores in that area. Because I know if they don't, Lorelai's going to be miserable. And I like Asian food, and I love Asian stores. I love going to all kinds of weird stores. So that's one thing we've looked at with Southern, shit and fucking Spartan. You still on? Bastard. And I'm going to get demonetized on this one. And I lost my train of thought. Oh, Southern Alabama, there's a lot of good stores. Definitely seafood places, markets. But there's also a lot of Asian stores in Southern Alabama and Mississippi, Louisiana. But we don't want to live in Louisiana. Louisiana's just nothing but a big old nasty swamp. Plus, I got family there and I don't like them. But, come on, take it if you're going to take it, you bitch. So, man, I got to quit being mean to these fish. Maybe if I quit calling them names, the fish will hook me up. I need a little bitty one because I want to throw it out on this big hook. But I don't know why they're not. And this is like a prime night crawler, guys. There's a bunch of turtles in this lake. Let me go to the left of that tree a little and get out of that pocket, because wherever I has been, there's been a lot of bites, but nothing to take it. So, but having good Asian stores, if you're in an Asian relationship, is priority. It's also the reverse. When we were in the Philippines, there's only a few places that you can truly get American goods, but you can get them, they're just really expensive. But that being said, I'm a big, huge fan of the Spam they sell in Asia, the non-spam Spam, and I really like it. And Lester, no, but thank you for being here. We are currently in the United States. We've been in the Philippines a lot, we lived there. But currently I'm in the United States. But thank you for being here. Appreciate the thumbs up and the shout out. But it's kind of the same thing, American stores in the Philippines and other places. That's right, Henry, and that's exactly where I'm at. You can't see it, but I am up against the bank. And I know there's some grass and some dead branches and trees that's coming off the bank, and I'm trying to fish out this way. Now this place probably isn't 25 feet deep at the center, so I do got to worm out here kind of deep, but just to see if anything passes by, snooping around. Because my theory is, John Lester says, are you fishing? Yes, sir. We are fishing. We are fishing. I'm fishing with worms. And I got a goal. Now, I will just say to clarify, we're not going to eat anything we catch. We catch and release out of this place. We're not a fan of freshwater fish. Trout we don't mind, but freshwater fish we don't care for. But I'm just trying to have some fun tonight. Come on, there has to be something big enough to eat that damn hook. I mean, my hook's itty bitty. I got a little bitty chunk of worm on it. Henry, come on, John. Sorry, Lester. Oh, give somebody a couple pretty dogs. So yeah, we like to saltwater fish the best, but we're in the middle of the country, so there's no salt water around us. Don't go. See, it stole my bait, man. It ate my worm. It's just not fair, man. I bought these worms. I bought this worm. It's my worm. They're gonna eat my worm. They better eat my hook. Holy smoking butt farts. So, so Lester, do you like to fish? Are you a fisher person? I know Henry does some fishing. But, oh, fart knockers. Gosh, ding it, dong it, dang it. But yeah, if I had it my way, if I lived down on the crawfish and shrimp is the best bait to use, crawfish. Around here we call them crawdads. And you're right. Around here, crawdads work great. And they work really good for the bass. But yeah, we've got a lot of fish down in your part of the country with shrimp. Live shrimp especially. Live shrimp's the best way to go. But, live bait is really expensive. And it's hard, well, we can't even find it around here. We don't even have any really bait and tackle stores around here anymore, where you can buy minnows and things like that. That's why I'm trying to catch my own minnow. Got my line tied up. But we love to saltwater fish. And Lorelai and I both, my wife who's from the Philippines, man, she loves to fish too. And what's really good is she's finally gotten to the point of fishing after all these years with me, that she doesn't need me as much, which I'm very thankful for. There we go. There we go. Woo! God. Holy smoking butt farts. So she's gotten to the point where she's gotten a lot better at fishing. Yep, I can get it from here for free. That's right. Uh-oh, this one's going to be too big. So here's what I caught. I see that. He's too big for what I want. I want to throw one out there, and I want to stab it and bleed it and cut its gut open and make it all yucky and gross. But he's too big for this lake. There's nothing in this lake that could eat this. So we're going to let him go. Yeah, Henry, I have a casting net. Now look, I've never used it. I've never practiced using a casting net. Do I think I would be any good at using a casting net? Nope. I think I would suck at it. All right, I think I would literally suck at trying to collect bait with a net. I really do. So, and that's not me bragging, Henry. So, my old back doesn't twist anymore and the knees are bad, so me trying to cast a bait net would be probably not very fruitful. But I don't have a problem catching like little bitty fish and cutting them up and using them for bait while I'm fishing. So that's what I like to do. See, there's nothing even entertaining that worm. I put a full night crawler out on a big hook, and there's nothing even entertaining it. It's just, yeah, Henry, you can't do a net either. Yeah, I'm just too fat and old, I guess. But I see those guys in the Philippines and other countries, even here in the United States, down in your part of the country, in Florida. Man, they can throw a net now. Shitting, farting. So I mean, they can do a net. Come on, had a bite. And I don't really expect to catch anything here except for perch and brim, you know. But it's fun. Gets me out of the house. I brought my mobility scooter with me, Henry, so that I can get out in the world. I need to get a much better one for outdoor work. This cheap Chinese one I have is, you know. Cheap Chinese one is sturdy, but not very bueno. Oh, here goes, here we go. Here we go, boys and girls. Here we go. Here goes nothing. Between my knees and my back shoulders, I couldn't use one without hurting my, oh, that's what I mean. Plus, I would probably make it, it wouldn't open up enough. But I have one. I've been thinking about that when I move down south and we finally are stable. Maybe I'll take it out and hang it up in my office as decoration. Because to me, that's about all it's worth. All it's good for is decoration. I got some fishing net in my current office hanging up as decoration, so I might do that with it. But it's like a, I don't, oh, you farting snockers, seating, beating, bitch, you bitch. Damn it, little bastards. Where's my knife? I need a good knife. Part of what I need. Or a good multi-tool. I got a cheap Cabela's one that's $5. Maybe one of these days I'll get lucky and be able to get a good one. Let me get this big fat worm on here, this little chunk. And I'll show you real quick. All I'm doing is putting like a little chunk, and I'm trying to cover the hook to help make it weedless. And the good thing for me, guys, is when we do go saltwater fishing, I already have everything. I've done it so much, and we've gone and stayed in Airbnbs that we take our saltwater gear. So I bought and have saltwater rods and reels. Come on. Yeah, you know, Henry, to be honest, you know, we've talked. Thank you for everybody being here. 4 people in here. Thank you. You guys give us a thumbs up if you would. If you haven't already done that, we appreciate it. If, you know, my dream would be to live on saltwater or brackish water, either or. Unless I get lucky in YouTube land and somebody really gives me a super chat or a big ass donation, realistically, it's never going to happen for us. The best we can do is get down to your part of the country and be able to drive maybe 30 minutes to go fishing on the piers and, you know, the bridges, under the bridges and things like that. So that's our big goal. I mean, the big goal is that beach house, the $3.5 million beach house. That's the goal. But I think I'm getting a turtle trying to bite it. Because there's nothing in my part of the country, and we don't want to live here anyway. But there's nothing in this part of the country that you could touch that even looks at water for probably less than $1 million. And you're talking about for $1 million, looking at the water, you're looking at a house that, you know, maybe even a Filipino would be ashamed to live in. Because all we have around here are basically small lakes. Beaver Lake, which is a really large reservoir part of the White River, and then we have the White River itself. And the White River is an hour and 15 minutes from here. So if you live up there, you're living, but you're not on the river. You know, I know you're close. When I was healthier, you know, before all of my heart surgeries and my ankle reconstruction surgery and all that bull crap, my favorite thing to do was to go fish rivers. But what we like to do was take our ultralights like this, and what we would do is literally go into the rivers and walk the shoreline and catch smallies and all day long, smallies and perch all day long. Well, that was probably 10 years ago. I think I did it a few times after getting married. I finished all of them years ago. Yeah. But I think I got to go a few times after getting married. And this month, September, is our 10th year wedding anniversary. So we're doing, you know that. I've told you. So we're doing wedding anniversary stuff all month. Let me move that out of the activity range for a second so I can get a drink. I forgot my Gatorade. And that's kind of where we're at, Henry, is I have fished everything in this part of Arkansas, northwest Arkansas. I fished every pond that's available, every river that's accessible to get to that's not privately managed or owned, or, you know, Karen's guarding it. All over southwest Missouri. You know, I've done everything, every lake, every pond, every creek, every river. You know, caught everything that there is to catch. Or striper, largemouth, smallmouth, I mean, you name it, all kinds of trout. Catfish out the butt. And part of why we like the saltwater thing, guys, is you never know what you're going to catch. I mean, you may catch a flounder or a drum or a catfish. You just never know. So, 5 of you guys watching, you guys who's haven't given us a thumbs up, give us a thumbs up real quick. Make sure you shout my live stream out so I can get some YouTube love. I'm going to drop my worm real quick right down below and just see if there's any perch, because I need a little one that might be hanging up right here real close to the corner of the fishing dock. The other side of this is that's where those are. There's a lot of them there. That's why we all like to fish there, because we can catch them. 5 thumbs up. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate the thumbs up. So what is everybody doing tonight? You know what I'm doing. I'm styling and profiling in my fishing gear, and I'm fishing. So what are you guys up to? What's going on with you guys? I wore too thick of a shirt. This black shirt I got on is really thick. I thought it was going to be cooler. Feel like I'm sweating like a pig. Come on.
Dad, doesn't it look like it's going to rain?
I do. Do I get any dinner? Viking, hey, Viking, good to see you, man. You can have all the dinner you want. What would you like? We don't have any of that. Oh, that's Swedish, the lutefisk, right? That's Swedish, not Norwegian, right? The lutefisk, which is, you know. But yeah, you can have dinner. You can have anything you like. Vikings in the house, Henry. I don't know if you guys know each other. But thank you for the thumbs up, Viking. Let me get relaxed a little bit here. I think there's a freaking turtle over there that's pissing me off. We have lutefisk in Norway too. Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't know you guys, I had some Swedish friends, they're dead now. Oh man, they did lutefisk every holiday season. That was some of the nastiest shit. No, it was horrible. Oh, you want to talk about nasty? Let me tell you something. So, Lorelai and I like to eat liver, especially beef liver. And we really do. We like beef liver. And we got a pack a while back, and my fault, when we got it home, we realized it had a hole in it. So, I thought, well, we won't eat it because we don't know if it's been tampered with, right? So I stuck it in a bowl thinking I'm going to put it back in the freezer, the refrigerator. I'll put it in the freezer later. And I was going to use it for catfish bait one of these days. Well, today I went looking for it. I found it in the back of the refrigerator, and this has probably been 4 or 5 months. Open the lid on that stuff. Viking says, sir, streaming is Swedish. Bluetooth is Swedish, right? Isn't that the name of the Swedish king or the Viking king, maybe? Well, let me tell you, man, that liver today, oh my, I threw it, I had to seal it up in multiple bags and go put it out in the trash can outside. It was some of the most rank gut stuff I've ever smelled. It would have been great for fishing. The only problem is, I wouldn't have got it on the hook. There's just no way I could get that on the hook. You know. But Viking, how are you, man? How you been? What are you doing over there? What's going on in your world? There we go. Let me get a line drive in there. These Lew's reels that I use are really cast friendly, and they will go and go. And so if you cast them overhead, you got to be careful that you don't overshoot your mark. So sometimes I try to sidearm it in. Swedish meatball, catch you some. Oh, I love Swedish meatballs. Are you freaking kidding me? Swedish meatballs, what is that dish? Stroganoff? There we go again. There we go again. Come on, take it, you bitch. Say, I'm going to get demonetized, so I need some money because YouTube's going to kill me for cussing so much. Need to move out of the house and into an end of October, so I think heading to Thailand. Oh, congrats. So you got to get out of the house, so you got to move, and so your plan is to go to Thailand. But you've been in Thailand before, right? And you've been there, if I remember right, you telling me that you spent quite a long time in Thailand. So you know Thailand, really well. So congratulations. Kiko's in the house. Kiko, he did. He got me. He go, shit, come on, bitch. Rah! You got me a yellow card a while back. Viking in Norway, yes. You were there from, oh wow, you were there 5 years. Wow. Appreciate you guys being in here. Give us a thumbs up. Shout us out if you would. I'm trying to fish. We caught one fish already. It weighed like 14 pounds. It was probably the biggest fish you guys have ever seen. I got spider webs coming at me right now. There's some nursey looking chick walking around staring at me. I think she's looking at my beauty, going, man, that guy's handsome. It had to be what it is, because she was just staring like, ooh-wee. So, Kiko, how are you doing? Crippin' spider webs. Get the hell out of me. Come on. Or is that a bug? Viking says, hey to Kiko, my evening is so exciting that I'm watching you fish. Man, well, I watch fishing all the time, Kiko. So I spend a lot of time watching fishing. So for me, so this time I cast way out of the way over there to a different area because I got a lot of activity over here, but that fish is not, being good to me. So I'm gonna locate somewhere else there. Check my worm rod. Nothing's happening there at all. And I mean, at all. That's why I need that little perch, because I want to cut them up and use them as bait. It's right up there with watching paint dry. Well, making sure your paint is dry is very, very, very important, because if you go and stick your hand on it, you're going to get paint on your hand. Henry says, well, so much for the relaxing. I got to go out. Take care, everybody. Henry, we appreciate you, buddy. Be safe down there. If you're going to go eat some good southern food or something like that, think of me. Some good shrimp and grits. I would flip the camera around for you guys if you want me to. The sun is coming through and you guys are going to get blinded if I do. But so the sun's coming from that way. So, because I know you guys probably enjoy looking at my beauty, but I don't want you guys to I need that cloud to come back. I need that sun to get under that tree. It's starting to blind me. All right, let me find another spot. Let me check my bait. Do I still got bait? I still got bait. Let me see my bobber's okay. See, I got a bobber. I got a little chunk of worm. Lorelei's at work, guys. If you didn't know, this is our 10-year anniversary. This month. Not today. I'm not out fishing without her on our anniversary. I'm not that bad of a guy. But this month is our anniversary. 10 years. And I still haven't gotten her a beach house. But I've been buying her 10 different gifts, right? 10 years, one gift for every year.
Out there,
I thought it was a really good concept. And then we're going to go on an anniversary cruise next year. Well, we're going to go on a cruise next year. I'm just telling her it's for our anniversary. She didn't want the fishing rod. So that meant I had to buy something else. I think I'm up to 7 or 8. So I got her the fishing rod, but she rejected that. Uh, so I got her a fuzz shaver, you know, something that shaves fuzz off your clothes. So that's one gift. I got her some clothes, so that's like 2 gifts. Oh my God, I got her. Man, I got her a lot of stuff, guys. What did I get her? She wanted we got a new fire pit, so that's 3. So that's 3 there. Um, oh, she wanted seat cushions outside in our patio furniture because she said the one hurt her butt. So we had to get her a new seat cushion. Kiko's saying, hey, Christian, for some reason I can't see you in the comments. See your comments. You may have them hid from public.
I like spiders today. That's all.
And then this weekend, on Saturday, we're going to go out to a fancy restaurant and pretend that we're high society people. So that's what we're doing this weekend. Man, I bought her like 7 or 8 gifts already. Oh, I got her a wedding blanket, an anniversary blanket, a really nice blanket off of Etsy that they custom make and they customize, you know, with like your names and the date you get married and all that. I think it was like $80. So that's one of the gifts. Man, I know I've gotten her more. Golden through, yep. Man, what did I? Ooh, man, I can't remember the other things I got her. Man, we got her a lot of stuff already. Probably more than 10 items. 2-for-1 special.
Why is mine blue?
We got her something. Oh, a bird feeder. Remember the camera, the bird feeder? Yeah, I got her a bird feeder with a camera in it so you can watch the birds on your phone or your iPad, and it also records them so you can upload them to the internet. So I got her that. So that's one of the things I got her. Yeah, no golden corral for us this time. We we um we actually don't appreciate golden corral, which I'm sure is your point. Is it sprinkling? So we're thinking about going. Have you guys ever been to Ruth Chris Steakhouse? We've gone to that. I don't know. We've been married 10 years, right? We've probably gone to that 4 different times on our anniversaries, and the other times we've been on cruises and traveled and been to other fancy restaurants. So, but locally, they got this seafood tower, right? And Lorelai likes seafood so much, and it has lobster, and it's packed full of ice, so it looks big. It looks like it's way more food than it really is for $100. You know, you probably get the same amount of food at Long John Silver's for $12. But it's all fancied up in this cool little thing. Bluebird of happiness, peeing on you. I think it quit peeing on me. Come on, I need a little bitty perch. Well, I can't even catch any perch. Catching a bigger fish on a dead perch or a chopped up mean looking fish probably won't do me any good. See, there's a fish right in that area, but he just won't take it. He just wants to screw with it. Maybe a turtle coming up and hitting it. And we go to Bonefish, and we like their food, but we actually think Bonefish is kind of overrated. I don't know if you guys have ever been to one of those. Uh, it's a little pricey for what you get, I think. I think, it's okay. You know, I don't know. But here's what we're thinking about doing. Thank you, everybody, for being here and giving us a thumbs up ticket. And you freaking. So I know we've only been married for 10 years, and I know like Kiko and other people have been married a way lot longer than I have. But we're thinking about when we're going to try to go on a European cruise next year. So we're looking at going to like the Greek Isles, Spain or Italy or Greece or something. I haven't got it all figured out. And I'm thinking we might try to do vow renewal on the cruise ship for next year when we go, is what I'm thinking we might do. I think she would like that. Get those shitting smart motherfuckers. Oh, you bitch. See, Kiko, you're going to get me demonetized. You're going to get YouTube mad at me. YouTube's going to go, woohoo, we're going to give him a yellow card. So we are thinking, or I'm thinking, that we might try to, fart knockers, check that out with the cruise line about doing a vow renewal when we go on our next cruise. Because when we first got married, that's at least 3 bad words or bitch words, I don't know. I get excited when I fish, if you haven't figured that part out. I get a little testy. But I told Lorelai when we got married, because we debated whether we were going to get married in the Philippines or we're going to get married here in the United States. But obviously, since she came over on the K1 visa, that's what we chose to do, right? I need to put more worm on my hooky. I need to put more worm on my hooker. So we decided to get married here in the United States. But I told her back then, that we could go to the Philippines and do a wedding in the Philippines if she wanted. And we thought about that. Like, okay, well, and we talked and thought, well, everything's so busy, blah, blah, blah. We didn't do it right away. And then about a year or two after getting married here, we thought, well, maybe we will do it at our 10-year anniversary. Because we actually thought we might be living there during our 10-year anniversary. So, but we're not living there, and we're not going to go back to the Philippines just to do a Filipino wedding. Because I know everybody in the internet thinks that everything in the Philippines is extremely cheap. But what you don't realize, it's not as cheap as you think it is. And putting a wedding on in the Philippines is a very expensive event. Especially if you're going to, do it right, so to speak. Oh no, more free phones? I know. She's not talking to us. Or Lorelai's not talking to her because she treated Lorelai really bad while she, not Lorelai, was in the Philippines on break. And now that she's back in the United States, I guess she's living by herself. But she really doesn't. She has one friend, I guess, so now she's trying to be nice to Lorelai. My suspicion is because she wants to come back to our house for Christmas. Like last year. Breaks your heart, don't it? Yeah. Yeah. Makes me happy. Well, Lorelai's frustrated with all of it because she doesn't want her kids talking to us because we've offered to pay for the kids to go to college, and we've offered to, well, I've told some of you guys, and I don't care who's listening, but man, that fish took my worm, by the way. We've decided that if one of the nieces or nephew get to come to America and live, whether they're a nurse or a doctor, I don't know, whatever they do, they get married, whatever. If they find their way to the United States, and if they're good to Lorelai, since her and I don't have any kids, we have nobody to leave our money to, our property to, or anything like that, that we would leave it to whichever one of them, but not the sister. So, but I guess the sister overheard this conversation, or maybe the kids were talking about it too loud, because we asked them just to keep it quiet. But I flatly told them, said, look, it's my money, it's Lorelai's money, most of it, you know, I have nobody to give it to. If you guys take good care of your aunt, if you're here, if you're not, it's okay. Then you can inherit everything we have. Because there's nobody in my family who wants it or needs it. They want it. Sorry, take that back. There's a shitload of them that want it, but none of them are going to get it. The one brother I would give it to, his kids or grandkids, he's like, they don't need it. We got plenty. So I'm willing to give it to one of them if they come here. But apparently the sister is now extremely pissed off about that. That we're not going to give the sister our money, but we would give her kids our money if they live here. So yeah, I guess she's pissed. But now she's trying to be all nice because she's back in the States and has no friends. And I'm sure she wants to come to our house for Christmas, but Lorelai's already told her that Lorelai's going to be busy over Christmas working. Tim's in the house. Tim, good to see you, my friend. How are you? Good evening. Good luck with your fishing. How did you know I was fishing? What makes you think I'm out fishing? So, I appreciate that, Tim, and thank you for the thumbs up, by the way, and the shout out. It's starting to sprinkle again. I'm getting peed on by the rain gods, but that's okay. But Lorelai's not taking her vacation over Christmas this year. We're saving it for next year. But I've told Lorelai that, and I don't care, to be honest, but if her sister wants to come to our house over Christmas break, she can. But this time, she has to pay for all of it, her own way here. She has to buy food when we go out running around. If we do any of that, she needs to pay her own share. Last time she was here, I covered the whole entire bill for every freaking thing. Every place we went, I paid all the entrance fees, all the food. No, it ain't gonna happen again. We're not in the Philippines, by God. Well, same here, Kiko. I've never had an inheritance. Never have. I've earned every penny that I have, that we have, whatever you want to say. Nobody's ever gifted me anything. I saw that, Tim, on the news that you guys were having another tropical storm slamming into you guys. Are they thinking it's gonna upgrade to a typhoon? I think, and maybe Kiko might know. I thought I saw something in the news today, Kiko. I've been busy, so I didn't get to watch it all. that there was a tropical storm or typhoon or hurricane coming up the East Coast, possibly up kind of through Florida, Georgia, all of that area.
Mine's like bending down.
All I want to do is catch a stinking fish. But yeah, it's so we're not going to get remarried here. We're gonna, if we do a 10-year thing, we're going to do it on a cruise ship. We're not going to do it in the Philippines. We've been invited to a really nice big wedding in the Philippines in the spring, and our cost is covered if we want to go, you know. But you guys all know how it is, how horrible it is to make that trip, and for just going for a few days for a wedding. We've told them to save their money and use it for some other purpose, because we're not going to be able to go over just for a week. We'd like to see their wedding, but we're not gonna. That's not gonna happen. I've told Lorelai she can go by herself if she wants, but she doesn't want to go by herself because it's hard on her too. I think a lot of people don't understand. You know, it's hard on the men making that trip, but it's hard on the wives too, because at least my wife, you know, she works really hard to make sure that I'm taken care of when we travel. She's like my own personal valet. Tim says,
Why I close it so it stays on.
radar shows something off Virginia Beach. Okay. Tim is, this one is Helen, not expecting to make landfall. Okay, nice, good. Just going to bring you a lot of probably rain that you don't need. But then again, Tim, haven't you been telling us that you guys have been in a dry spell? So, oh, here are people playing soccer up at the soccer fields. I got a fish bothering my thing. I'm just going to leave it because I'm going to just make him eat that hook and then I'll reel it in. I got to recast. I'm going to try to cast this worm out to a different spot.
Recast this out.
Oh no, David. David did a bad job. David did a bad job. He got his fishing line caught in one of the eyes. Anybody want some lunch? Come on now. Come on now. See how dirty my hands get just for you guys? Man. Tim says this will be about 3 weeks of heavy rains. Wow. Uh-oh. I still didn't do a good job, guys. That fish ate all my worm. So I would have to give myself a C on my fishing tonight. I'm not doing very good. We'll let that go out there. Need to wet my towel. I wanted to fish on the other part of the bridge, but there's some young people over there fishing. They didn't know that was my spot over there. Well, we've been having really cool mornings here. Keiko's probably already experiencing really cool mornings, but we've had them down in the 50s a couple of times. So it's starting to turn here. You can tell the leaves are just starting to turn. Starting to turn.
The Mexican place, Lord. Nah.
Come on now. Don't forget a thumbs up and a shout out. And if you want to come to our Halloween party, it's only $1,000 to get in the door. Sure, feel free to do that. Don't forget about our tropical shirt contest that we're doing. I got some really cool plaques or awards for the winners. And looking forward to that, man. That's going to be good. You guys are going to like it. Kiko says it's the best time of the year because of the weather. I don't mind fall. I just hate winter. My the winds are shifting. Which way are they shifting? My old beat up body doesn't do winter very well. All right, so they're blowing that way now? Trying to figure out which way the wind's blowing. Let me watch my bobber to see if the wind's gonna move it. So that I can take advantage of that, figure out placement. Well, maybe it's just the wind of the storm that passed through. I like this time of the year because I like to eat soup and chili. So I'm all excited about, the winter food. Cornbread and chili, I'm going to try to cook some of that chicken ginger Filipino soup this winter, too. Come on. Freaking butt farts. That's irritating me. Don't those fish know that they're supposed to get on my hook? I might have to come back in the morning. Well, maybe tomorrow afternoon again, depending on. Oh, it's supposed to be really hot tomorrow down here. Suppose I think it'd be maybe in the mid 90s. Maybe I'll try a different area. Come on,
Somebody has to give me 100.
come on, you. Try not to say the bad word. Yeah, I might have to go fish somewhere else tomorrow. Maybe I'll sneak away in the morning while Lorelei's asleep. Since I have everything in the truck, I can just sneak down and go fishing. And maybe I'll try a different part of the lake. Or different lake. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let it ride. I'm at the casino. I feel like I'm at the casino. Who got a bite? Come on. Getting activity. Be very, very, very quiet. You gotta be very, very, very quiet. Frustrating. I would have probably already caught 40 or 50 fish over in the other place. But we're gonna stay here for quite a while. Just see. It's a beautiful night right now though, guys. It's absolutely stunning. I wish this bridge had lights, this docking or decking that we're on. Some of them light up at night and they attract the fish at night. I don't know. I don't think this one does. I don't see any lights on it at all. But that would be really nice. You're hunting wabbits. That's it, buddy. Gotta be very, very quiet. When you bitch. When Lorelei first got here to the States and I took her fishing, I told her that. I said, Lorelei, fishing, very important in America that you remain very, very, very quiet. Because she wanted to talk while we fished. I was just like, no. Then she finally figured out that wasn't true about 2 years later. No, gotta be quiet. Yes, this body of water has a particular name. It's called Hartman Land. No, it's called Lake Springdale. It's just a big ass pond. It's not. I mean, it's not even close to being a lake. I couldn't tell you how big it is. Maybe an acre, 2 acres. I don't really know. But it's called Lake Springdale. Trout fishing is a good hour and 15 minutes from me. So this is about 15 minutes from my house. That's the only reason I come here. It's just easy to get here. So, let's try a secret weapon. Oh, you bitch. See, every time I... But now it's starting to get... Well, it's dark time. All right, so I got a power grub. You guys know what these are? This is my magic bean. The greatest fishing bait on the planet of Earth. Berkeley, if you hear that, hook me up. I'm gonna drop this little power bait. Grab it. Tim says, you had a quiet 2 years of fishing. Yeah, I did. Enjoyable. We had a boat, and I would take her out on the boat, and oh man, I worked. She got mad at me because I didn't like taking her out on the boat. Because, my God, in the beginning years, I did more work letting her fish than I ever got to fish. You know what? You guys know what I mean, right? So, I did. She wore me out. Uh-oh. Don't laugh. I just snagged myself. That was close. I snagged myself somewhere where we shouldn't snag ourselves. So let's get this in the water right over the edge. We're just going to let that go in the water right over the edge. This is Lorelei's reel. The handle's on backwards. I'm going to let that free float because they float. Just right off the bottom. Oh, look. There's people over there taking my picture. They think I'm somebody famous. They're like, who is that handsome man over there sitting in that handicap chair? He's somebody famous. Oh, never mind. They're taking pictures of themselves. There we go, babies. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Light up the charts. Light up the charts. Come on, guys. We got one now. See this? We got one now. Woo! Big swing. Woo! Digging doggies. Oh, hell, it's too big. There you go. There you go. I am the legend in my own mind. And you're right, buddy. Ow. Because I can't be a legend in anybody else's mind, I might as well be one of mine. I want a smaller one. I really do. I need a smaller one. Because I want to cut his belly open. Put him on a hook through his eyeballs. Make them bleed a little. Kiko, kiss the fish. I want to make that fish weeble and wobble on a hook. That's all, yeah, all I want is a smaller one. We all want a smaller one. Shit. All right, boys and girls. Let's get us a nutter. Let's get us a nutter. Maybe the wind's picking up. Maybe that will help me if the wind's picking up. This time I cast so far out there I can't see my bobber. Did the fish do its business on you? I cast so far away this time I can't see the damn bobber because it's getting dark. But I like a little bit of wind. Wind is good. Wind is good because it can move the bait around. There's a downed tree over there is what I'm trying to get to. One time we were here, Lorelei and I, and we ran into a Korean family, really nice family, funny. They thought Lorelei was Korean, so they came up starting to speak to her in Korean, which is really funny. You like the open face reels, like the spinning reels, or like you like these then, this type? I only like them for a certain purpose. Catfishing, saltwater rigs, they're good for. But for a lot of fish, I really prefer a bait caster. I gotten really good at it when I had my boat, and I could really bait cast really, really well. So I prefer these. These are just a micro spin, underspin is what they are. And it's real easy to use. And it's great for these small fish because it makes you feel like you're fighting a giant. So, but if I'm going, I have a couple of I have all kinds of reels. Holy crap. Oh, here we go, here we go. Here we go, boys and girls. Come on. You bitch. Kiko, you need to quit cussing.
Yeah, I filled mine up today and I got an 8 tank so I gotta top it off or that off.
But for trout, because around here we don't have a lot of giant trout, you know, they're 16, 18 inches, 20 if it's a miracle. So using one of these with like a 4-pound test is plenty good. And I do that. I like these for perch fishing and crappie fishing. And when I'm in salt water or brackish water, I actually use them to try to catch bait fish. And then that works pretty good. And then you switch the bait over to the big rods, of course. So, but if I'm bass fishing, or it's like the last time we were down in Mississippi, we chartered a boat, and the girls wanted to go and do. We were with another couple. My friend who died of a heart attack. Remember, that was his last fishing trip ever, sadly. But the girls wanted to catch. They wanted a lot of action versus catching some good fish, and so we got a bunch of Spanish mackerel, which is not a bad fish, but you know. So we did that. And he used open face reels like you like, Kiko. And I don't like to do that when I'm casting over and over and over and over. I prefer a bait caster, like a bass reel, if I'm going to be casting over and over and over and over and over and over, throwing a shrimp out, I was throwing a spoon for these Spanish mackerel, catching these Spanish mackerel on spoons. And I hated it. But the girls really enjoyed it and didn't know any better, so I just went with it. But I like the open face like you're talking about for bottom fishing or drop shotting. I really like that. So everything has their purpose in my little world. And I'm a huge fan of ugly sticks, Shakespeare ugly stick rods. They can take a beating and keep going. Now this one I'm using here is an eagle claw rod. Oh shit. Getting a bite, boys and girls. Holy shit, I just got a bite of my big rod. I never thought that would happen in this lake. I'm getting a bite. Gotta be very quiet, I'm getting a bite. Got his ass. I'll be damned. It's a catfish. I think it's a catfish. Oh yeah. Look at that. Settle down, settle down. You guys want to see the catfish? Come on, bitch. Look at this. Woohoo. Can you hear him pissed off? He's pissed off. Hear him? I don't know, he's not very big, but look at that. You guys like that? I'm happy. First time I ever caught anything this big in this little pond. You guys see him? And what I'm just doing is a simple rig with a circle hook. But see how they're not real big in this part of the world. I mean, this lake. So I need a little bitty fish that he can eat. Come on, be nice. I will unhook you. Kiko, this fish is peeing on me. All right. You guys ready? This is our fish. Let me throw him over there. Man, that's the first good fish I've caught out of this pond. That's exciting. Let me do a couple things and get reset. Yeah, he's just trying to fish, right? Well, there are some fish that actually make a mating sound. But yeah. But Kiko, I gave him back to the water. I sent him back to the water, Kiko. I'm gonna have to go into this live stream later on and see if I can get a snapshot of that fish to show Lorelai, because she won't believe me. She'll be like, no, you didn't catch no freaking fish. So should we do that again? The wives, would you say, no, no? Oh yeah, well, you're right, except for Lorelai. Lorelai is, well, she says that she understands that these freshwater fish are nasty, especially catfish in a pond like this. But, Kiko, you guys all know that that doesn't mean anything when that fish shows up, right? She says, no, I get it. The fish are nasty. There's no fresh water. You know, they're just trapped in dirty water. All they're doing is eating poo of other fishies. Now, she likes the trout when we go trout fishing. She likes the trout. So we will bring home trout. And we will, if we're out on a lake that's crappie, we'll keep the crappie. And we've had bass and all of that, but all right, that was exciting. I need to change the angle of that rod. Let me get back here to my perch rod. I caught the catfish on just a night crawler. I've been using chopped up night crawlers as bait for the perch, right? But I used a whole night crawler on a circle hook, which are great hooks for like bottom feeding fish. Because you ain't got to set the hook. They'll just come pick it up, suck it in, and they hook themselves. Kind of like cheating. Perch are great fighting fish for their size, and that's why I like to catch them on ultralights. This little ultralight that I'm using for the perch only has a 2-pound test on it. And it's a 5-foot rod, ultralight rod. So yeah, and you catch a decent sized perch, size of your hand, man, it's like fighting King Kong. And if you catch a trout, you know, we use these for trout fishing. And I catch a trout. And it's nice. Sometimes you got to, you know, readjust your drag. It goes, ooh, that wind's picking up. I wonder if it's supposed to rain down here. The weather didn't say anything about storms tonight. And that's kind of what I did to teach Lorelai how to fish. I actually taught her on perch fishing. You know, our wives have the patience of a gnat. And so when I would take her out on the boat, well, it was a nightmare in the beginning. You know, the only good thing Lorelai was really good at was unloading and loading the boat. I mean, she figured out how to drive that boat really quick. But did she figure out how to be quiet and go fishing? No. Did she figure out how to put a worm on her hook or a cricket? No. Took her quite a while to figure all that out. And she likes to use artificial bait. But she would get snagged a lot, and I'd have to cut her line or try to fix it, and it's just like, oh my God. Well, that was interesting. little fishy. And I might be biased, but I think fishing is one of the greatest things that you can do with kids. Hey, let me remind, if you haven't given us a thumbs up, make sure you do that. You can tell the world that we're alive if you want. To come see the fishing action by the PAC. So, but even down in Florida or saltwater, I got to help Lorelai a lot. But she's gotten much better. So I bought her own fishing vest, her own hat, all of her own accessories, little things that she needs to fish with. I bought her everything she needs so that she doesn't have to come walking back over to where I'm at and ask me for, can you unhook this fish? She has her own hemostats, everything. Her own tape measure. I bought tape measures for the vest. So when we're trout fishing, there's a slot limit that you can only keep so that she doesn't have to bring them over. She can just do it right then and there and check it and see if it's keepable or not. So she's gotten much better at fishing. I think me and one other person is still here. I think everybody left. We got a guy over there catfishing, I think is what he's doing. Still a few people out here walking though. A young lady walking all by herself. It's almost dark. I don't know if I would do that if I was her. I know this is a safe place, but I'm gonna see if I can float under the bridge here. Oh. I need more bait. I need more bait. I need more bait. Kind of disappointed in the perch action on this side of the lake. the other side of the lake where they got a bunch of trees that are down. And you can just pick them off in the trees.
Mucho.
Huh. I don't know what that is. There's a okay, Kiko. Appreciate that. Huh. Let me see if I can go check my messenger real quick. Here's something interesting. Maybe I can turn the camera around and you guys can see it. Because I haven't been here this late before. But there's a light in the lake. See if you guys can see that little light. Can you see a little light blinking? Maybe too far away for this camera to pick up. There it is, you see it? It's right in there. So that's some kind of buoy out there. I don't know what it's for. Some kind of buoy. Congrats, and very impressive. Well, I never seen a little, maybe it's a solar buoy with a light in it. Huh. I don't know what it's really for. And this boat, you can't get a boat in here. You can't even get a kayak in here. So I'm gonna have to try to figure out what that's about. There's nowhere to launch a kayak even in this little pond. There we go. There we go, boys. Boys, don't hang up yet, man. Don't give up on the fishermen yet. We got a nutter. We got a nutter. We got a nutter. Holy crap, soaking button parts. This one's a live one. Woo-wee. Oh, this is a big one. Oh, check this out. Huh. You guys are gonna like this one here, so you can see it. This one's actually quite a bit bigger than the other. But they keep getting bigger, not smaller. I thought for a second he might have been a little bass, but no. There's this one. I know it's getting dark out. It could be an Arkansas alien. Maybe that's their spaceship and they landed there. I'm just gonna have to try to figure out I'm gonna look up at the Parks and Recreation and see if I can't figure out what that's all about, because it doesn't bother me any. I just find it interesting. It's not like it's bright enough to light up a fishing spot or, anything like that. We're not close to the airport, and we got mountains around us. There's no power lines really close to us. They're further away. You can see them, but they're further away. About time to go soon. Are you gonna go work out? Now we're gonna be live Thursday night as always, but I can't even see where I'm casting at now. I just kind of got to go by feel. That's right. It's a night monster fish, right? Yeah, it was pretty good size for this place, Kiko. I mean, it really was. I mean, but that's why all we do is catch and release in these places, because hopefully the fish will get bigger, more plentiful. I was telling you guys about that Korean family met one day. They thought Lorelei was Korean. They were out here trying to fish for perch, and they were using these great big old hooks and hot dog. And they saw Lorelei and I catching perch left and right, just and throwing them back. And so the mama, she had a rice bag that she was trying to put her fish in to take home. So the kids came over who spoke English and asked if they could have some of our fish. So we said, oh, sure, I don't care, just perch. And nice family, but I got watching and looking, and they were using these gigantic hooks, and so I gave them some of my perch hooks and showed them what to do. And it wasn't 5 minutes. They were, between all of us, they had a rice bag full of fish. They were the happiest little campers you could ever imagine. And the biggest one would have been like what you saw tonight, that big one. Not the catfish, the perch. So it's not like they were really big. Yes, thank God to technology. Before I would just talk to the fish. Now you people have to hear me, whether you like it or not. And I've been told that YouTube, they actually like these vertical streams now. They're pushing these out more for some reason. I guess because everybody has phones. And so I've done an experiment both ways, and YouTube definitely seems to like these vertical versus horizontal. We had a lot of fun on one the other day, Kiko. I did one Monday. I'm doing a whole bunch of these short. This one's really long. But I am doing a whole bunch of 30-minute little live stream pop-ups when I get around to it. And we had one the other morning that was like this, vertical. And we had so much fun. We probably had 20 different trolls on there. Man, I never had so much fun in my life. I mean, it was some of the funnest shit. As you know me, I like trolls. I sure would like to catch another big one on my worm. See, the funny thing is, a few weeks ago at 7:50, it was still daylight out here. Because the last couple live streams I did out here with you guys, I didn't get home until after 9, and it was just getting dark. Kind of hard to see if I got any worm on. What would we do without technology? What did we do before technology? Well, I fished. Let me lock that reel up. I have a system the way I set my reels up when I'm relocating and stuff so that they don't accidentally get eaten by a fish and get hooked and get dragged off into the giant water here. Yeah, let's try that. Well, this is good for my diet. Exercise, even though it's minimal. Not at home being bored. There's nothing on TV anyway. I am watching a new series on Netflix that I guess is a couple years old Showtime video about two brothers that own a wrestling company down in Georgia. It's a really good series. I've only got about 4 episodes in, and it's a pretty damn good series. A lot of graphic violence. And a lot of funny stuff. If you grow up watching wrestling at all, you would appreciate this thing. Seven thumbs up. That's very kind. I can't see where I'm casting at now, so I think I'm going to take this chunk of worm. We are fishing. Any Finn, how are you, my friend? We are fishing. We're at a little lake, and we're doing some perch and catfish fishing all at the same time. So, yes, sir, we are fishing. It's a beautiful night in this part of the country, so I thought I'd better come here and fish. But I didn't bring any night lights, so it's gotten dark on me. But that's okay. I don't need them. Anything? Did you see the video about how we're doing a contest to find the coolest tropical shirt on the internet? So it's free to enter, of course, but I got a little video right on my page about the contest details. You should find you a couple really cool tropical shirts and submit. We're going to give out awards for the best tropical shirt that we can find on the internet. Oh yeah, solar flare. Yeah, I heard about that. We're having a partial solar eclipse or something today. Was that right? A partial solar eclipse today. I knew that was going on. But other than that, we didn't have anything like that going on here. Yeah, and if you'll share the word with everybody in your community about our tropical shirt contest, it's just something that's fun to do. It's going to cost nobody anything to enter. I'm paying for everything. So I'm paying for the awards and the shipping and all that. But it's just a way to try to, have a positive thing on YouTube versus all the garbage is what we're trying to do. So, yeah, if you would shout out our contest, I would appreciate it. Let's see, who's in the house? I see James. James is in the house. James, how are you? Let me read James. James, David, what you doing in the dark, man? Well, I don't have a flashlight. And I think I'm always in the dark, So I kind of belong here, right? Anything says, let me get caught up here. Tim says, it's a partial lunar eclipse. Okay, all right. An event, my life was a disaster. Ford Timpson finally gave up. Just had to pick, yeah. I think that's smart, Anything, I really do. If it's not working, it's not working. We've done that. We've been in locations trying to do a live stream and, like at a zoo or somewhere, and it just didn't work. So we gave up. So, you shared my video out. Thank you, Anyfin. James says hello to Tim. Everybody say hello. Anything is possible will do, bro. I love your channel, by the way. Tim is saying hello to James. So yeah, what I originally planned to do, Anyfin, because I know you can appreciate this, is I actually came out here trying to catch a couple of little perch. And I wanted to use those as catfish bait at the bottom of this pond, you know what I mean? But all I've been catching is big perch, and they're just too big. There's no big catfish in here. James is Lorelei. Lorelai's working, man. You know me. I got my woman working. I got her slaving away, earning that money. All right, Tim. Appreciate you, buddy. Maybe we'll see you Thursday. Be safe. Stay dry. So Lorelai's working today, as always. I got to take her out to a fancy dinner this weekend because it's our wedding anniversary this month, and this weekend's the only weekend we got time. Next weekend we're going to Durant, Oklahoma to go see Vice Grande or Grande, whatever that person's name is. So we're going there on Sunday of next week. And but this weekend we're going to try to celebrate our 10-year wedding anniversary. Where have you gone, Mr. Robinson? So, man, Kiko, I know you've been married a long time. Were you shocked, Kiko, when you made 10 years? I mean, were you like, Lorelai and I were talking today about the 10-year thing, and I'm like, holy shit, where did 10 years go? How is that even possible? How did we get through 10 years, you know? James has been busy, busy, busy beaver. But yeah, I'm excited about our tropical shirt contest, everybody. I hope you guys will encourage people to join our tropical shirt contest. I think it's going to be interesting. What I'm hoping to do, if we can get it going, and maybe you're a little rough this year, but maybe next year, if it works well, okay, this year, I'm going to try to get us a corporate sponsor to where the winners will actually get to go to a tropical shirt website and pick out a shirt for themselves for free. So I'm working on that. Oh, well, gee, James. Sure, be the smart one. Yeah, I'm on my phone, James. Flashlight on my phone. It won't turn on because I think I got the camera on. Here, I figured out something. Can you guys see me better? Apparently not. Yeah, the phone won't turn, the flashlight won't come on. We appreciate that, Anyfin. I know you're getting ready to go on a big trip. I was listening to your thing the other day. You're getting ready to head down to like Georgia and Florida and stuff, right? And do some fishing and taking some family time. Oh, I love Simon and Garfunkel. They hate each other. Did you guys know that they hate each other? So apparently they have a nasty, nasty feud going on. So it's gotten really dark. I have no light. So I'm sitting here just as a tip for you, you fisher people, what I've decided to do. Since I can't see my line because I'm not set up for night fishing at all, is I got my finger under the line so I can feel if I get anything happening. And that's how I'm going to sense when I catch the next 2,500 pound fish. You guys missed it earlier. I caught a catfish that probably weighed 45 pounds. It was freaking gigantic. I mean, freaking gigantic. It had to weigh at least 50 pounds. I don't know, maybe even 60. No, we don't see you better, David. Whatever you did, you got dark. Oh, I got darker. Interesting. You know what I did? I brightened my screen. You know what I mean? I brightened my screen. I can't believe your 3 kids are young adults now. James, let me get caught up here. Buttered sausage, that's how monsters are caught. They are. I caught a monster earlier. I must have been 70 pounds. Probably one of the biggest catfish you'd ever seen in your life. James says, I hear a lot of crickets. Yeah, a lot of crickets. A beautiful night. You can hear some cars way off in the distance if you know. Oh, maybe you guys can see this weird beacon. Maybe Anyfin, since he fishes so much, knows what that is. And I'm going to set that camera. See that little flash? Right there where my finger's blocking. That's some kind of little beacon. It's about 25 or 30 yards off of shore in the water here. And it just flashes like that. Kiko says he can't believe that his 3 kids are young adults now. I know. I can't even believe I'm an adult. So I can't imagine having my own kids who are adults. So I can understand that. But 10 years is, I mean, we've had a rough go, to be honest. Our 10 years have not been easy at all. Between COVID, me dying 4 times, the coma, the move to the Philippines, my God, people dying all over around us. the bullshit we put up with from the Philippines, from the family there. You know, it really hasn't been an easy 10 years, to be honest. So we, we personally are in a really good place. We feel really good about our relationship. We're in a really good place. We finally kind of learned how to coexist with each other. Yep, I see that flashing beacon. Yeah, I wonder what it's for though. Because I'm going to tell you guys, you can't put a kayak in here. There's nowhere to launch a kayak. And if you did, you'd have to drag that damn thing about a half a mile to get here. And there's no way to put a boat in or anything like that. So why would they put a beacon in a pond like this? That's what I don't understand, or I don't know. Totally black now. You don't see my beautiful silhouette. I'm a ghost. See it? I'm a ghost. Yeah, we're only going to fish for a little bit. Everybody's abandoned me. The people that were night fishing, they've left for some reason. Maybe they're afraid of the dark. Let me see what I got in my bag. I bought 2 things of worms and I haven't used them, so. See, there's the sky behind me. Can you guys see the sky at all? I'm really glad that you guys want to see my face so much. I mean, that just tells me I must be guapo. I must be the guapo. The guapomist? The most guapomomist? Oh, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I got another one. Got another one. Got another one. Holy shit. I got another one. Oh, fuck. Oops, sorry. Kiko, quit cussing. Oh, damn. Damn. Come on. Oh, shit. Well, I'm gonna need the full moon because I got one. It's a good thing I got braided line. I'm set up for this. This could be good. Come on, are you tired now? Oh shit. Come on. Oh fuck. Man, Kiko, quit cussing. Let me see if I can get this sucker in. Hang on, guys. I do have a battery pack right here that might give us some. There's my plane. Ow, some bitch. You guys see this fish? See him? Look at that. He's a little bit bigger than the other one, but not by much. Hey, 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 knock it off. Knock it off. I will throw your ass out of this town, buddy. Here, I need to get this close to the phone so I can see where my circle hook is. All right. Well, next time I'll bring a flashlight. Come on. Got it. Everybody see. Can you hear it? All right. So that's catfish number 27. This one's probably a 75-pound fish. We'll put him back in the water. Can you guys see me now? All right. My hands are gross. I'm not lying. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I really do need a light though. I don't even have a lighter in my tackle box. I got all kinds of little lamps and lanterns and flashlights and headlamps at home. But since I don't stay out after dark very much because, you know, I'm old. Let's try to catch one more. I can't even find the damn hook. I need to borrow the chat. There we go. There's just enough light for me coming off of the white chat. Yeah. All right. Let's try that again. That's a good thing about these circle hooks, man. You ain't got to do a whole lot to get the damn fish, to hook the fish. You ain't got to do a whole lot. Let me just throw that out there. Have no clue where it went. At least now I know there's something else I can do. I do, man. It's one of my superpowers. I'm a night vision man. A lot of it's just memory, James, to be honest. A lot of it, you know, if you fish a lot, you kind of just can feel around like a blind person and know where the parts of the rod are, parts of the reel, parts of the hook, you know. Well, I'm trying, Kiko, but the flashlight doesn't work if the camera's on. Unless you guys know something I don't. Yeah, I put something on the bottom that's a little bit lit up. And now I think I got fish guts on my glasses. But we got some worms left for tomorrow. We got all of our trash picked up already. You got to take your trash, everybody. Remember, never, ever, ever leave your trash behind. So James figured it out. The answer to your question is it's a floating buoy thing in your neighborhood retention pond with amber flashing bulb. What's its purpose? Floating until feature. I figured it had to be solar power. But why does it do it, James? Why? Is it like a safety feature so people know that there's a pond, a retention pond here? Is it something like that, maybe? You need one of those anti-mosquito torches. Yeah, that'd work. Turn the light on. You can't turn the light on. I'm telling you, it won't let me turn the light on. I reversed the camera. I still can't turn the flashlight on because the flashlight comes through the camera lens. So it doesn't quite work that way. At least not on my iPhone Pro 20. Oh, it's a bird scaring device. So maybe they don't want the geese to come here and shit everywhere? Hey, shit's not a bad word tonight. Kiko's made me say a lot of bad words. Interesting. Bird scaring device. I wonder if there's one on the other. Huh. That's interesting. I just never seen one before, you know? How's that, Kiko? I had to go down into my thingies to find that. But now all the bugs are going to come and get me. That's what you wanted, wasn't it, Kiko? So maybe I'm my own beacon now. Now that I got some light. Well, what I did was I went down into the live stream. Oh my crap. So I kind of scroll down where you can change whether it's front or back, and you can add filters. I went down where the filter, oh man, somebody ate all my bait. So I went down where the filter was. I went a little bit further past the filter, and I found where you can hit a lightning bolt, and that's what I have on now, this lightning bolt, which is showing what you guys see. You know, 'cause I don't know if you guys see. So that's what it's doing now. No, you were right, Kika. This one time, it's a miracle. You know, you better tell your wife you were right, and that if you need proof, we got proof that you were actually right. But yeah, the flashlight on the phone will not come on with the camera on. All right. One last attempt at glory. One last attempt at becoming a fishing god, a legend in my own time. One more attempt at becoming immortal, going to Valhalla. Here, I'll put that where you guys can see it. If you guys see that start to move, it's your job to tell me. Moon glow, wow, yeah. While I clean up here and get everything organized, we'll kind of fish for a little bit and see if we get any bites. Anyfin, if you guys haven't checked out his channel, he has really good fishing videos. Mine suck, his are really good. But he has a lot of cool places to fish up where he lives. I may scare them all away now. You got a good point. I'm definitely attracting bugs. Fish, that's right. There's my plane. Maybe tomorrow night I'll go fish out at the real lake, the big lake. But then again, we're catching catfish, so. I know the feeling, Kiko. No, just a fishing license. Just a fishing license. But next time I go to Walmart, maybe I'll go to Walmart and get some chicken liver, and I can throw some chicken liver out here. Maybe I'll catch some more catfish that way. The night crawlers are working. But I thought, and this is me moving, it's not the pole. But I thought if I could catch a little perch, you know, they big. I could use it, I could break its fin. Oh, shit, getting a bite. See it, guys? You guys see that? Yeah, I know people. Remember, I'm a famous YouTuber. There goes, there goes, there goes. Oh, I missed his ass. I missed him. You guys made me miss him. All right, we're gonna do that again because I'm gonna catch another fish. Come on. I'm gonna catch another fish. I'm gonna catch another fish. I do know people, man. I know all of you, which are all the important people, right? Let me get a fat, juicy night crawler. See, if I would have left that one alone, he would have took it, and this circle hook would have got him. But you guys got me all anxious. There you go. They're not very far from me, so. Let's give them some slack. Look, hang on, James. Look what I have found. For whatever reason, fish love green. That's correct. We used to have the green lights on our boat. For crappie and white bass, we use them. That's right, you got to fish towards the edge of the light. So if you're fishing with night lights, is what we call them, the center of the light is where all the bait fish are. The bigger fish hang out around the perimeter of the bright lights, and they come and pick off the fish that are in the lights, which are the little fish. That's right, fish, a natural predator to chicken liver. I know, isn't that funny? Jack is awake. Jack, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, we're gonna see if we can't catch one more. Now remember, holler at me if that line starts to get tight. But we're gonna let it do this. We want that guy to take it. But these worms are working pretty good, so maybe I'll come back tomorrow night about dark with some bug spray and a light. James is asking good old Jack, Jack, what are you up to, man? What you been doing? What's going on over there? You see it? You see the line going tight, guys? So we're gonna be real patient because those circle hooks, if the fish will pick it up and swallow the bait, once they get in the mouth and they turn, those circle hooks are great. They lock, they spin and lock, and they catch the fish. We just got to get them to suck it into their mouth. PETA's going to be on your ass for doing that to help us Nightcrawler. You got that right. And YouTube's going to ban me because Kiko's made me cuss all night. Just woke up, time to make breakfast for two. Aw, Jack has a visitor. And it's not a lady boy this time. It's just a lady. We're just gonna let it sit. Yeah, I haven't eaten very much today. I gotta eat later when I get home. I don't trust it, James, but I like to read it and watch it and understand it. I think it has valuable points, but I don't think it's. I don't think you can truly predict what fish are going to do. I know there's a huge science behind it, and so I don't know. I would say 70% maybe. I would listen to it, take it under advisement, but a lot of us just go fishing because that's what we want to do. If we catch anything or not. And the funny thing is, I'm one of the fishermen that don't drink a lot. Well, I don't drink at all when I go fishing because I don't want to mess up my fishing, and I don't want to drink and drive. I never drink and drive. But a lot of guys, they just go fishing and they can sit in a chair and drink beer. You know, that's kind of their primary goal when they go fishing is drinking. I know I got buddies that do that. I mean, and I don't like that. When we have a boat, when I don't, you know, maybe I'm a little too serious when it comes to fishing, but I like to fish. Kiko's wanting to know if Jack has enough for everyone, for two. He does. He got his freezer stocked the other day. I saw it. He has chicken in there. And you got to remember, Filipinos don't eat much. So you can split Jollibee like a Joy Burger. That's what Lorelai and I do a lot of when we're out and about running around and we have to get something. We just get a simple meal, you know, or a simple sandwich, and we split it so that we don't waste money and we don't overeat. Jack's having chicken adobo with rice and lumpia. I had lumpia at the party we went. We went to a really nice Filipino party over the weekend. Beautiful home, you know, great outdoor fire pit away from the karaoke and noise. Really nice, good food. Ruh-roh, internet issues. What the hell is that? See those lights way over there in the woods? There's no way there's a car up there. I don't think there's a curfew at this place. Maybe the police are going to come and arrest me. You can hear a train going somewhere. All right, fishy, we need to get this over with. I got to get ready to go. These bugs are starting to eat me up. All right, let me throw this back out real quick. I still got a worm. You can hear that train. Let's give this a few minutes and see what happens. If we don't have any luck, we're gonna head back to the truck. Well, James, I was smart this time. I brought a battery pack. Holy crap, there's a helicopter coming. You guys see it? You think he's coming after me? Maybe he's spying. Yeah, it could be a park ranger in a helicopter. All right, so we're going to give this about 10 more minutes. Give him a little bit more slack. And if we don't get anywhere, we're going to pack it in. We got 10 minutes to go, guys. And then I'm going to take you on a ride back to the car. Might want to hang with me as I traverse through the wilderness last night, because Bigfoot may come out and kick my ass. So it's about a half a mile to my car, my old beat up Dodge truck. We're going to give this worm about 10 minutes, and then we'll pack it in for the night, and I'll take you guys with me to the car. It's going to be a rough ride in the dark because you can't see all the bumps. And my mobility scooter is one of the cheap Chinese ones. I need a good one, but I can't afford it. It's one of the ones that doesn't have a light. It has no lights on it at all. You're probably right. Kiko, you're probably right. I just put running boards on them. Maybe they stole my brand new running boards too. You're probably right, man. It's a 2008, so you got to know it has a Cadillac converter. But are the old ones any good? I mean, the precious metals or whatever they're taking out of them, are the old ones the one they want, or are the new ones that haven't been used? Or does it matter? It's all money, old or young. I really want to buy that new Subaru Baja when it comes out, but first it has to come out, and then we're going to wait a while to see if it turns out to be a piece of crap or a good car before we buy one. But I got to get Lorelei that beach house, you know. And still we're trying to raise $3.5 million for a beach house. My fundraising isn't going so good. Well, we got some joggers out this late. They were smart. They brought a flashlight. I can still hear people up at, we're about a mile, maybe a half a mile from J.B. Hunt, the Trunking Industries fields, soccer fields, baseball fields, all of that stuff. So you can hear they're having some soccer games, because soccer is really popular, you know, down here. So you can hear them still cheering because there's lights. It's a field that has lights. It's a really nice park. There's probably 8 different fields, I think, plus some baseballs. Well, I think there's 4 soccer fields, 8 baseball, a big bathroom, walking trails, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it's we're not really that far from them, and we're here. You can kind of, and we're in a very. Here's what's funny. We're in a part of the town that is kind of like out in the country, surrounded by very wealthy homes, but we literally are in walking distance of the sewer treatment plant. If you think you're safe, Bigfoot will put for job. Yeah, I'll fight Bigfoot. I'll take him on. They're two girl joggers is what those were with their own light. So that's smart. I ain't getting any action. Got 5 more minutes to go before I pull this rod in. The moon is behind me. Can you guys can you guys see the moon? There's the moon. Maybe the werewolves will come out. You know, Halloween's getting close. Oh, by the way, we're having a really big Halloween party. Everybody's welcome to attend. All you got to do is come up with $1,000 at the door and a costume, and you win. That's it. You get to come in the door for $1,000. It's only $1,000. We'll have Filipino food and alcohol and singing. Karaoke in it. Is karaoke and singing? Very nice photography. You're getting better. Getting better the later it is. Here, what if I stick my head in the way? How's that? How's this? That look like a partial lunar eclipse? I thought it was, but there's a tree branch in the way. See, it's really bright out here. So we're having a Halloween party, not on Halloween, the weekend before apparently. She's expecting 30 to 50 people. Some of these girls, they're Filipinas and their husbands. Some of the husbands, be a lot, there'll be a few actual single girls, apparently. But there'll be a lot of single girls, not single, meaning their husbands stayed at home. Melon eclipse, that's it right there, big old melon. It's karaoke. If you can't sing or hold a tune, well then it's freaking karaoke. I'm gonna start calling it screama-okie. Because the other night, now I'll tell you, man, these people have a beautiful home. They got a beautiful setup. Her karaoke system is professional, right? Professional. Mic stands, the whole 9 yards. But Jesus Christ, I had to go outside by the fire pit and comfort the animals and tell the deer it's okay, it's going to be okay. I had to tell the squirrels and the rabbits. It was so bad, it even scared the bugs away. I felt bad for the bugs. We sat out there by the fire pit and never had a bug hit us. That has to tell you something, guys. James says, David, I guarantee you, if you turn off the flashlight within the next 5 minutes, you'll get a fish. I did turn it off. It is off, see? See, I turned the camera around. Oh, you want me to do this? You mean? How's that, Kiko? Is that better? You're right, I accidentally muted it. I accidentally muted it. Okay, guys, watch for Bigfoot. There's my bobber. Can you see my bobber? Yep, you're back. That's because I got to go up this ramp, so it's going to be a hard bump. So you guys be aware. We may crash. Ready? This is going to be a bitch. Man, there's spider webs everywhere. Hang on, I got to get spider webs out of my hair. Crap. Hold on, guys. I dropped my glass. All right, we ready? I lost my glasses there for a minute because I was having so many spider webs. But I think I'm out of those, I hope. I need a roll cage. I need one of these. You know, Kiko, as much as I hate it, hate being, you know, health-wise, I hate having to have one of these. But I actually need one of these that's good, not a cheap Chinese one. I need one that is kind of designed for the outdoors. This is not designed for outdoors, but I take it outdoors. You kind of need one with shocks on it and a light, and maybe 10-inch wheels versus 4-inch wheels. So, yeah, I need one that's almost golf cart-like for fishing, for outdoor life. But then I also need a folding one that's specially designed for traveling, for going on cruises and flying in planes. It's going to get really dark up here, guys, so just be aware. Don't get scared. We're going to go through an area of this trail that is really dark, so don't get scared. Can you see my bobber? All right, you guys. These are bumpy here. So I don't like the fact that I can't walk this because my ankles, my knees, and my heart. But as much as I hate to give Lorelai credit, you know, she was right when we bought those. It's been a gigantic benefit to me to have it. I just don't like this particular one. But yeah, I should have the wiener dogs with me, but man, Lily's, you know, with Lily's paralyzed foot, you know, we're not doing a lot with her. I'm trying to keep her as calm as possible. Yeah, because we all know Bigfoot is scared of wiener dogs, right? He's scared of them. He doesn't think that they're just a little snack, does he? Ooh, look at that, a hot dog, yum yum. So here's the dark part. You want me to show you how dark it is? You guys like that? But this crappy Chinese scooter is pretty good. It's just not, you know, it hurts my back and my knees because I think it's made for little Chinese men, so it doesn't quite fit my body. The seat's not adjustable or anything, you know. So I'm sitting at about 16 inches high, and a standard chair is anywhere from 20 to 22 inches, sometimes 18. So 18 to 22 inches is the height of a standard chair, and this chair is 16 inches. So my knees are up to my chest all the time. Yeah, they would tear up the ankles. Oh, here, let me show you. That, my friends, I know you got it here, that's the sewer treatment plant, and all around us are million-dollar houses and multi-million-dollar houses. Uh-oh, is that the Cadillac converter stealer? Oh no, those are landscape lighting. I thought those were car headlights. You see them? Ooh, it smells like marijuana. No, that is a car. There's my truck way over there. We got to go around the long way though to get there. Some expensive shit. You're right, Kiko. I mean, it's funny. I mean, I know you can't see, but this is a mountain, a bluff, and right up there are some of the most expensive houses. And then on the other side of that shit place, there's some more. It's really funny. And then what was funny is they had the nerve to complain about the smell. So you buy your house in shit land and you're gonna complain that it smells like shit. Damn. I didn't see Bigfoot at all. There's my truck. I'll show you. There's my old beat up truck. See her? Uh-oh. Oh. Doesn't look like there's been any damage. I don't see anything really bad looking. Do you? Hang on. I gotta open the truck and load up some of this crap before I get you guys out of here. Let me throw this in here. That's it. Where's my dinner? All right, let me get us in position to load this thing. Your dinner's in there, Ronald. Your dinner's right there, buddy. All right, hold on, gentlemen, as we move around a little. All right, so I gotta break this. You guys even see me? There. I gotta break this thing down. So take the basket off. Put that up here. Take this seat off. Then you take the battery out. And lower the handle. You pick it up like this. And you gotta lock the wheels. I'm gonna slide the battery in. The basket, the seat, and boys and girls, that's what it looks like when you get in the truck. Yeah. Ronald has to go downstairs for a smoky. All right, boys and girls. There's that car. You guys want to go on the car ride home with me? If you do, I'll put you in here. Let me get this beast. Turn off the music. Let me put you there. You guys can go home with me. Oh, all right, I need to disconnect this to drive. All right, my friends, if we don't talk to you, we'll see you Thursday night. So be safe. And until then, appreciate everybody. See you Thursday, guys. I got to get off of here.